What's going on, y'all? And welcome to another episode of Dominique The Podcast. I got my funny friends in here as usual. Wow. We're going to kick this thing right off. Happy New Year to everybody. I ain't seen y'all in a couple of weeks. I was on the East Coast, hanging out with my mom. I got to see my mother. We get all that. We talk about all that. But I want y'all to welcome our guests. First, we're going to start with our home girl, straight out of the Washington, D.C. area. This is my road dog right here. This is my girl. Y'all give it up for Alycia Cooper.
Hey, hey, Grady. Hey, y'all.
Hey, what's up? What up, big sis? How y'all doing?
Good.
We doing good. And my G, young G, straight out of Chi-Town. You know what it is. Y'all give it up for my guy, Ray Grady.
What's up with it? What's up with it? Alpha male of comedy in the building. Dominique, thanks for having me on the platform. We finally locked in.
Yeah, I'm glad you came on here.
Oh, yeah. Alycia Cooper, love y'all, man. Love y'all.
Oh, love you too.
Blessing.
You mentioned the alpha male. Tell them a little bit, Grady, what the alpha male is. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, I think, first of all, Alpha Male Comedy Tour been up since 2010. And I said, there was a niche there that I need to fulfill because y'all know, comics, too many male dudes sound like the same dudes, and I just wasn't a fan of that. You know what I mean? So when I came in with the tour, I was like, man, I need to find my voice. And then after that, I was just like, these niggas don't have deep voices. These niggas ain't men. They too busy being clickbait niggas. I can't be around none of that shit. So I was like, alpha male. And then after that, it just stuck. And then so now it's taking a life on its own. So I have Alpha Nation on YouTube, the channel, and then I just did everything, everything alpha. And it's not about, even when people hear me say alpha male, most people think it's like we going to beat up, regular niggas. Like, nah, man, it's just like you being a leader. You know what I mean? You just being a leader, nigga. That's it. Keeping your emotions to a minimum. And real alphas, they don't need to be heard all the time. Like, we doing this as jokes and stuff, but a real stand-up dude, he don't need to be heard all the time. That's just what I did. And so I just implemented in my stand-up. And so when cats, I just took a different way of it is when I started doing my bits and I started writing the jokes, I was like, oh, great, this guy's kind of OCD. Boom, he doesn't like, tomato balls busting in his mouth when he bite. He don't eat whole bananas. I start writing that shit. Then a nigga watches Sports Center on his stomach. He a whore. Right?
You bring him up,
a whore, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just did it from that perspective. What niggas is whores. So I stood away from it. And then that's what I did. You know what I mean? That's what I did.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I just want you to explain it. I like that because when people hear it, they'll say, oh, what the alpha male, what that, because we in a society where everybody getting their feelings nowadays.
Yeah, they soft now.
Now you can't say nothing. Anything you say, they complain and they in their feelings. So it ain't nothing wrong with being an alpha male. It's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's fine. If you not an alpha male, that's fine too.
I mean, I think just a lot of times because first of all, I'm a black man. The last alpha male in stand-up was Andrew Dice Clay. Really didn't give a fuck. That was the last one. Like some people can argue Bernie Mac, but it was more like alphas is like, we don't give a fuck if you accept us.
Right.
And so even when Bernie did the dope shit, when he was like, come on, he was like, me and Jim Brown, the Teddy's motherfucker, when they was doing behind the scene footage and Kings of Comedy, then he was like, white folks give me a chance. White folks give me a chance. I'll take UPN. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like it was just some funny shit, but we like niggas is, how I grew up with my dad and uncles and, eldermen on the block. We won't ask shit. We taking shit. And then you'll figure out like, do you want to, accept it or not? So that's what I did.
Right. So how y'all New Year going so far? Everything going good, and the New Year's it's going pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I can't complain. I said, I'm gonna focus on my writing and focus on my directing, and that's what I've been doing.
Say that again, Lee. You broke up.
I broke up. Okay. I said I was. You know what? I meant to take my Wi-Fi off. Is it too late?
Well, I don't know how yours work.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm going to take this Wi-Fi off. Y'all go ahead and talk while I do that. Because that's where the problems lie, my daggone Wi-Fi. Take this mess.
Okay, well, y'all heard Alycia say she be back in a couple, 2-3 minutes.
No,
y'all heard that.
As long as we
Go ahead,
healthy,
G.
as long as we healthy, family's healthy, and during the pandemic and all
that's
that.
all that matters.
That's all that matters. You know what I mean? I missed the stage, and
I do
but other
too.
than that, I just think I just created Alpha Nation, and just like and then I would go on live and do certain small things, and then I still do commercials as well. You know what I'm saying, big sister?
Okay.
So that's what I do to keep keep this shit going. That's it.
All right.
Y'all not gonna have no more problems with my stuff. I done took it off. I'm using my 5G from Verizon. We won't have no more.
Wait, as soon as you said that, it started back up. I can't tell.
Is it doing it again?
It just did it for a minute. They wasn't listening to nothing. What happened?
All right, well, it shouldn't do it no more. I took that crap off, that Wi-Fi. But yeah, no, my 2021 is okay. I just came back from the El Paso, Texas comic strip, and I was nervous, because we still in the pandemic, but they made sure nobody was in the front row, and I kept my mask on the whole time except for when I was on stage, and but you can't really fully enjoy it this early on. This, it's like when you having sex with a Negro without a condom, and that nigga ain't shit. And you worried about getting knocked up.
It's bad.
So the whole time you ain't enjoying it.
No, because you know you wrong.
That's how I was. I was having sex with the wrong nigga without a condom.
Yeah,
5 shows last week. So,
Look,
but we got through it.
You know you wrong. You like, I hope he don't have no herpes. I hope he got no AIDS.
Please don't knock me up.
I hope he just let him be all right in that area. And God, I promise I'll never do this again. I will never do this again.
Yeah, he can't string a sentence together. He don't have no punctuation.
Man, y'all crazy.
Please don't let me get knocked up by this one, Lord. That's how I was for 5 nights last week. But it's I had to get some of that rust off. I couldn't even remember my old joke. How you start a joke and you forget how it's supposed to end.
Hell yeah.
And you be standing like, this is crazy. This is crazy.
The times I've been up there, I be sitting there looking at the crowd saying, y'all know I'm better than this, right? Y'all saw me before the pandemic. You know I'm cold for real, right?
Shit.
I just got to get the ice back in the cooler. The cooler is thawed out. The ice is melted. And somebody got to run to the store to get some more to fill it back up.
But you know your bits though. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. So,
I know the bits. I know mine too. I just don't know the funny part in the bit. That's the problem I'm running into. I be up there and I be like, I know damn well I'm saying everything but the punchline. And they looking at me and they like, what happened to her? Same thing happened to everybody. I've been in the house all year. I usually be doing this every week.
Yeah, I was
in the house all year.
I was forced to take chances. I was forced to say stuff I had never said before because I couldn't remember a lot of the old stuff. So it's gonna work out for all of us in the end because it forces you to stretch. It really does. And So I'm back.
That's
and
good.
I'm just trying to figure out what this year. I can't do no more Zoom shows, y'all. The Zoom comedy show, I can't do no more. I watched the dude get booed on a Zoom show. And
I said, you get booed on Zoom?
I don't think he was that seasoned. And then them people be in them black boxes anonymous in a mug. So when he tried to tell an age joke, and if you're gonna go that hard, it's got to be hilarious. You can't do no lukewarm age jokes. And so it did not hit. And next thing they was booing him.
The only person I know ever told an age joke that went over was Jay from Jersey. That's the only one. And he said that in the height of the AIDS epidemic. I said, this is a bad joke, but damn, somewhere down in that joke was funny. I think because he had this thing, ladies, all the positive ladies clap for me. All the positive ladies clap for me. They get to clap. He be like, thank you, HIV positive lady. And they all be sitting there like, really? And the men be laughing and they be sitting there like, really? Really?
That's funny.
I mean, when I had one comic friend was like, that shit ain't funny. My aunt got AIDS. They was like, well, I wasn't talking to her.
My aunt got AIDS. She done outed the daggone aunt at the comedy show.
They outed the aunt at the comedy show. So I don't know. I was gonna ask y'all about y'all New Year's resolutions, but I know them mine all fell off right after King holiday. I couldn't hang
Yeah.
on no more.
You
Yeah.
made it that long?
Dr. King birthday, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to stop doing this. I'm gonna just have to do what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
pissed me off is all them white supremacists with they Dr. King quotes on Twitter on King Day. I'm like,
Mm.
no, you didn't. A lightning bolt should come strike your ass down. Dr. King.
You
Y'all done
broke up.
sat here.
Say the beginning again, Lee. You broke up again. Your Wi-Fi on and off is giving you troubles today.
Well, you're right. This is Verizon. But I hate to see on Twitter them daggone people putting up them positive Dr. King quotes, them Mitch McConnell, them
Yeah.
Lindsey Graham, Ivanka Trump. We don't want to hear nothing y'all got to say. Y'all done spent 8 years trying to kill Obama, and then done spent these last 4 years acting like Trump wasn't a hot fool. Don't say nothing on King Day. Just let it ride.
But they one
Yeah.
trick ponies. When you a one trick pony, you gotta keep. And then this little one trick pony, they've been running it for over 400 some years. So that's why it's so hard for them to change. If you've been running the same thing all them years, it's taking them a long time to come into that. We got social media and that everything we get information extremely quick.
Yeah.
And that we see everything that you doing now. We don't have to read the newspaper. They was getting over on a lot for years and years because it wasn't nothing but the newspaper. Niggas wasn't reading the
Right.
newspaper.
No.
They was
Right.
hearing what other people was telling them.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They wasn't reading the paper. So that same trick, they said, well, it's been working all these years. Just keep doing it and we gonna force it to work.
Yeah. And I think you got to understand too, just like y'all said in the beginning of the episode, you know, a lot of people are afraid to give their real opinion, right? Because everybody is so opinionated. And then you have the people that's opinionated, and you have the people that are too sensitive to hear someone's thought process. Like I tell anybody any black woman, any black man, go get your weaponry. Don't bullshit with these racist motherfuckers. Get your ass up, go to the gun range, buy your gun. You don't have any felonies, misdemeanors, none of that. Go protect yourself. Do not bullshit. You just never know. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather for you to be caught with the motherfucker than caught without it. Because you know if you caught without it, you can't protect yourself or your family. You know what I mean? So I tell any sister that. I tell any brother that, look, if you ain't got your gun card, go get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, and the main things when you buy the gun, you've got to be able to go buy the ammunition. You know what I mean? So like to go to Utah, to have a gun in Utah, it only costs $20.
How much?
To be $20.
The gun is $20? Or you
buy,
saying
to buy the certifications, $20.
$20?
Oh, okay. For certified.
Oh yeah,
but it covers 40 states.
Okay.
40.
Okay.
40 states. So Chicago, New York, I say Illinois, New York, and California, they don't want you to protect yourself. That's the gun laws.
Yeah, they
Those
don't
are
want
the
you to
gun laws.
protect yourself.
At all. Yeah.
You can have a gun, but somebody really got to walk up in your bedroom for real.
Real shit.
And the things that you got to do to carry it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm 2A all day. But to carry it on you, you got to go to several interviews to have it concealed. You got to go to several interviews. You got to go in front of the sheriff and stuff. So you know what your chance is probably going to be with that. And you black, we can just go ahead and say that.
Yeah,
it's going to be rough on you to have a concealed weapon. So I got to go for mine and see what they say. You know, I'm a business owner. You know what I'm saying? I can have cash on me or whatever. I need to protect myself. So we'll see what they say. But you know, I'm 2A all day, and I was raised that way. My father always had guns. My father's logic was always when your hands don't work no more, how you gonna get him up off your family? He said your hands ain't gonna take you but for so far. He said, and if he done came up in your crib and he done all that, you're gonna need more than your hands because he already off. He all up in your house. You don't know him. He all up in there. He says, so hey, what you gonna do? Oh, I done swung. I done threw 99 jabs. You feel what I'm saying? A few uppercuts, haymakers and shit. I done threw a
This
whole
motherfucker's
can.
still coming. He's
He's
coming.
still
Shit.
coming. He said
Yeah.
you got to have something to back him up off your wife and kids.
Yeah.
You know, that's what he would always say. You know, my father went hunting and everything. So we had shotguns and guns in the house. I never felt like, you know, that was a problem. And I just think you need to be armed like everybody else armed. And I think we can take that into what happened at the Capitol on January the 6th.
Woo!
I know they were undermanned, but a lot of it was when we marching, they like, them niggas ain't got no guns. But they knew that crowd right there was armed and ready and about it.
Yeah, but first of all, why would they undermine? First of all, they had
You breaking up, Lee. You breaking up.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
I hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah. Why would they undermine? They had notice. First of all, there's 2,300 Capitol Police on the force. Why would they undermine? Everybody should have been deployed to that damn place. It doesn't make no sense. If that was us and we gave them any notice, they'd have been ready. If that was us showing up with backpacks, they'd have shot all of us like Kent State and said, we know what's in them damn backpacks. We was in fear for our lives. And that would have been enough.
Alicia, we know when somebody leave the back door open. I'm gonna leave the back door open. I ain't gonna be there, but I'm gonna leave the back door open. Y'all just come through the back door. We already know what that is.
Yeah, they had already cased the joint and some more stuff. They got Nancy Pelosi's laptop. Do you know what sequence is on
Mario said, one of our listeners, Mario said they let them do that. Absolutely, Mario.
They did. They showed once a couple of the white guys was going through the folders in the main room and was taking pictures of the paperwork. They would have shot us between the eyes. And they said, so they was watching them do it and was like, well, just be careful. Don't be rude. All this stuff. I was like, I cannot believe y'all watching these men do this and y'all helping them on camera and y'all don't care.
Yeah, they don't care. I ain't never seen. Go ahead, G.
Go ahead. No, I want to. Go ahead, Dominique. Go ahead.
I ain't never seen. When I looked at the footage, I said they had a plan. When they pushed in there, I ain't never seen the guards walk back that fast. It was like they would like keep walking, keep going all the way through this hallway. I'm gonna say go, and everybody just go to the right. I said, this is crazy. Alicia, we grew up in DC, and we didn't get that far in the Capitol on a school field trip.
No. They would have put our whole elementary school out if we ain't follow the rules. But why the one lady to get shot in the neck was a woman? All them men in the room, and they managed to blast the female. I said, this whole thing is set up. But I don't feel sorry for her ass. Did y'all hear that this daggone woman was so dumb that she took out a loan with 139% interest rate?
God damn.
This is the mindset of the people that run up in the Capitol. They felons, they criminals, they unemployed, they taking out 100. Even remember what was the guy on Good Times? Lenny, the loan shark. He wasn't that damn bad.
No, hell no.
Linda. Yeah, he opened his coat up. Didn't he open his coat up?
Lenny wasn't 139%. So I'm like, how do you even sign your name? Well, they said she made one payment and defaulted on the loan. Hell yeah, she defaulted on the loan.
What 139 interest rate?
Interest rate. They said that the $65,000 she owed, she would have to pay back $140,000.
That's a damn shit.
Make it make sense. But this is what's storming the Capitol.
It's almost like anybody that follow Trump, they all dummies. Like I call Trump Uncle Dummy. I don't say the president. I'm like, hey, Uncle Dummy at the shit again. Uncle Dummy.
Yeah.
We all got that uncle that's dumb in the motherfucker. Like, here he come. He finna talk this shit. And I think, I take the different, perspective on it. I told all them Anglo-Saxons, get your white ass off that building. All the slaves build it. Don't get your feet off that damn window. Get your feet out that window sill. Get out of there. You know we built that. Get your nasty ass off that building. Like, you got to talk to people like that. Adults don't like to be talked to this shit. Get your little bad ass out of my bed. You got to talk to Take your damn shoes off over here. You know what I'm saying? You got to talk to adults like that.
Hey, Grady, if you would have been saying that, it would have slowed them down. They would have been like, what? If somebody had a bull say, get your The flames in the back your dirty ass.
Right? Get your feet off that damn windowsill and take your coat off. You know, you got to talk to adults like that nowadays. That go for Uncle Dominic.
Yeah, because nobody else has ever talked to him like that. And that's why they like they are. But my thing is, first of all, we in a COVID. You sitting on that lady desk with your COVID infested ass. He should have been shot for that alone. Like what they doing is just not right. What kills me, I love the hypocrisy of the moment because they're such blatant hypocrites. I got suspended off Facebook for 7 days last week, and I was responding. Yeah, I was responding to a white supremacist. You know what I'm saying? So all I said everything I had to say. He gonna say, I said, what happened to when the looting starts, the shooting starts? So the white supremacist gonna say there was no looting. So I said, what you call taking a lectern? What you call taking mail and laptops? What you call? I said that's looting means you leaving out with something you ain't paid for that didn't belong.
That's
to you.
all it means.
I said so. Yes, I said when the looting started, the shooting should have started. And I said stupid bitch. So I think stupid bitch is what got me in the hole for 7 days. Yeah. But I think that was egregious because I was responding. They're gonna put me under the category of harassment and bullying. I wasn't harassing nobody. I was responding. I wasn't bullying nobody because we didn't even get a back and forth. So how one exchange get to be a bullying situation? But you know, that's Facebook because their toys, they can play with it the way they want to play with it. But the funny thing is they see everything we do and find a problem with it. Let's go to Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick was peacefully protesting. He had been peacefully protesting for weeks before a reporter caught wind of it and made it into a story. Then when Colin Kaepernick talked to a vet, he said, you know what? Just kneel because sitting down is disrespectful. It's going to look disrespectful. He said, okay, in respect of the veterans, I'm going to kneel peacefully and I'm not going to say nothing. They got wind of it. They started interviewing him. He was telling them what he did. They had a problem. This is a private company. They can do what they want to. As that when he ain't get signed again or everybody conspired against him, it was a private people can do what they want to with their business. But you want to be able to run up in private businesses with no mask. You want to be mad that Twitter and Facebook and Instagram kicked Trump off. Well, what happened to private business, boo?
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways.
Yeah, you can't have it both ways. Absolutely.
It's a private business when they kicked his orange ass off. So let's keep that same Kaepernick private company energy.
I knew it was bad when Rudy Giuliani, his Beijing started sweating. And then he kept wiping it. He started wiping it, then blew his nose, and then wiped his own skull with the motherfucking handkerchief. Get your nasty ass out of here. Go get you some. That's how you got to talk to them motherfuckers. All them Trump niggas, all them motherfuckers. Your nasty ass go get your a new motherfucking handkerchief. You up here wiping your skin and shaking niggas' hand with them big ass sketches on.
Mario said, calling us monkeys. They all out there climbing all up the side of the wall. They climbing all up the side.
But that thinking a wall gonna stop a Mexican. Mexicans way more in shape than you.
They gonna build the motherfucking house by the time this protest over. They gonna build the new White House. Shit.
Absolutely, absolutely. That and it's just it's crazy. We ain't see no tear gas. We ain't see no rubber bullets. We ain't see none of that. They call all cars when Black Lives Matter go march. But the thing I can say that I do feel is I'm so glad that we weren't down there like that. I mean, the Trump's 8 or 9 supporters or whatever you want to call it, of course they was down there getting their coat on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. People being a cult, getting their coat on, because it's a cult to me. They might well be following Jim Jones. Yeah, you know, and drink the punch because it don't make no sense. So of course, then, but I'm talking about real people on the street, real live owl activists. Wasn't none of them there, and I'm glad because that would have they would have started spinning and made it all Black Lives Matter or whatever group was there. Counter protest, and it would have been all they fault. I look at all networks, right? Just see what's happening, see what they talking about, trying to figure out how in the hell you end up following this clown like that. You know what I'm saying? So I looked at that OAN network. The one brother that got locked up, named Sullivan or something. The one brother, they on that network blaming him for everything that happened at the Capitol. They keep showing his picture. He on the picture looking like this. They blaming him for everything that went down at the Capitol.
How was he looking?
AG,
Well,
head sticking up. This how he looking right. I said he better plead insanity, insanity, it's more insanity. He was up there. They
oh,
said he the
shit.
leader of it. They kept showing pictures of him. They showed him speaking and all that. I said he ain't no leader or nothing. He done
No.
went down there with his friend. He looked like he's a mixed race. He done went down there with one of his friends, and they saw him, and they done made him the face up.
Well, that's why he should have took his ass down there.
They made him the face. Now every time you cut it on, I was laughing like every time they show it, they said, and this is him, such and so Sullivan. Just that picture they show him. I said if he don't get his ass to another country that would take one of our infected ass at at a time like this, we can't even go nowhere. It's the American. Oh no, baby, no.
I'm about to give me a free Sullivan T-shirt.
You know
This
what?
thing that went too
It's
far.
like watching the news. I remember when I was a little boy, about 18, I would say about 15, 16, something like that before. My last year in high school, and I remember my parents used to be like, the news is so fucking depressing. So until I seen this bullshit with Uncle Dummy in there, I was like, okay, I get it now. The news is fucking depressing, right? They keep talking about the scares of this motherfucking pandemic. They just talked about it until my every day. Now, you mean to tell me organic grapes is $20 fucking dollars, and you keep selling everybody on the fucking pandemic and what color this gonna look like and what color this gonna look like? We get the scare, nigga. What is the cure? What is the fucking cure? Stop giving us the propaganda. Give us the cure now. What's another side to the coin? So it's like you don't even want to watch TV, you know. So I'm glad you went in jail, Alycia, and you ain't have to serve no real time. You know what I'm saying? Facebook put you in prison, so you know to feel like be locked up, nigga. I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thank you. It was rough. It was rough.
Shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta minimize how you watch the news. Donald Trump done messed me up and then got in my psyche so bad. When Joe Biden standing up there talking and sounding like a presidential sound and making his point and saying this, I be looking at him like, what in the hell is he talking about? Because I'm so used to a orangutan conversation from a president. When Donald Trump talking, people be smoking. Like, let me see what this fool getting ready to say. Joe Biden talking like I said, I got to be de-Trumpetized. You know what I'm saying? Get that ignorant, got to get that ignorant out my head. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden,
get Uncle Dummy up off of you.
I gotta get Uncle Dummy up off my mind. Cause look, Joe Biden up there talking. I'm like, man, what are you saying? You know when you talking to somebody and they ain't got no fucking coof, right? And you sitting up there like, what are you saying? You be like, you know what? Eat your pancakes. Because I've been talking for 30 minutes. And if you ain't understood me in 30 minutes, then look, I'm going to say it like this. It ain't going to happen. How your mama and them doing? What I was talking to you, about went over your head, over the next lady head behind her. No, that nigga head over there. So
I guess when I seen it, I was just like, I told, my brother is a real Trump supporter. And I said, listen here, man. Uncle Dummy group and the pedophile nigga group ain't gonna help nobody black. So I don't give a fuck about none of them.
No, they ain't helping you back.
The red or the blue don't help nobody black. I don't care when everybody was going crazy. When Obama was in office, hey, man, I was like, great. He made history. Who give a shit after that? How is it going to benefit us?
Right.
When we get the reparation bread back. We ain't getting it back. Fuck everybody. Don't nobody care about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It is what it is. So I could give two shits about either one. You know what I mean? I'm independent.
But Grady, what make your brother? Why your brother say he like him? That's interesting to me. Why he say he like him? For what reason?
Listen. So my brother. Man, let me tell you, he like a real Trump supporter because he loved that nigga, man. It started with Bush. He loved that nigga. He hated dude policy. President Obama, he hated him. And then motherfuckers, I think it's just about the money, right? So here's the difference. And y'all can agree or disagree.
Okay.
My brother said some G shit. He said, I don't like Biden. But the world gonna like Biden in the United States of America. The nation like Biden, but his politics suck. The world hate Trump, but his politics, niggas benefit off of his politics.
How?
So Trump, when you were Trump about getting everybody money. Trump about getting money. He don't get no fuck about all the other shit. Now, the new nigga in there, Uncle Sammy, right? We got to see what he do, with the bullshit 2000, with the stimulus and this and the other. And, it just, he just felt like Trump is the nigga.
But Trump was the nigga, but he was. But Trump,
but his politics, Trump is this, Trump is, because remember, Trump telling the truth. So people don't know this, right? People like Trump, he's always told the truth. I don't give two fucks about you. It's about me. So if I could say, go hell with go to Miami, talking to all the people, he's an illegal alien, go back to Miami. Then when people say shit like, hey man, we all illegal aliens. Trump supporters don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear that shit. They just don't. And so my brother was just like that because of the money and because how Trump spoke his mind. And that's it. Every other dignitary that he felt didn't really speak his mind. So,
but who he helping get money? He helping get his people money, his rich friends and stuff. Well, he helping get everybody money. Because the people I know in his 4 years, I don't know nobody that was like really saying, oh, we done made so much money under this dude. So who is he? What demographic is he really helping get money? You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're an entrepreneur, like we entrepreneurs and that kind of stuff, we can do different things to get us some money and that kind of thing like that. But I mean, if you're not that person and you're not in your own business and stuff, how is he generating wealth for you?
Right, but Trump didn't do anything for the middle class.
I did Quake's house.
Nothing.
And he called in because we all know Quake is he fucked with that politics. And when he found out, dude, the caller they called in. So just like one of your callers call in. If I tell my brother, text him and say, listen, Dominique, she want to talk to you, big bro, because you're a Trump supporter. He not going to have no problem. He going to be like, I would love to talk to Miss Cooper and Miss Dominique because I want to give them sisters a piece of the real shit. Trump is the motherfucker. He ain't the Antichrist. Obama was. He say shit like he's like Obama is the Antichrist.
Oh, okay.
But Trump,
but this my whole thing. We
savior. So if Trump out of office, the world is fucked. That's what he said.
But we know that Trump under Trump administration.
I wasn't going to agree with him, but I'm like, did you get your 40 acres and a mule?
Because he, like Alycia said, he didn't do anything for the middle class. So if he would have did something for the middle class, he'd won again.
Yeah, but Trump turned millionaires into billionaires. He turned billionaires into trillionaires, but he didn't do nothing for us.
Kamala and Biden and all this stuff. He the only nigga that voted for Huckabee. You know what I'm saying? That's how my brother. Instead of
is he married?
He fucked Mitt Romney. He voted for Huckabee.
Is he married?
I flew home. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing, man?" He was like, "Ray, I'm telling you, Ray, these motherfuckers. I'm telling you." He said, "Y'all out there in L.A." Y'all controlled by fucking liberals. I didn't even know what this word meant. I swear to I'm not a politician, dude. I don't follow the shit. I just say, how do black folks benefit off of each one of these Anglo-Saxons arguing? If we don't benefit, fuck both of them, period. So when he says something about the Kamala Harris chick, I'm like, ain't she?
Kamala.
So everybody like, you don't like Kamala Harris? Like, well, no, did she throw a lot of niggas in jail? No, I fuck with Bud down in the sister down in Atlanta. I don't fuck with Shorty. I got to see what you do as a whole. When they was talking about what's the sister name? The president broad, Bill Clinton broad. When she was 4, the 3 strikes. I ain't fucking with none of you. So Kamala, the next one. You know what I'm saying? As far as her rate of prosecuting. Now I ain't fucking with you. Nah, you ain't
is your brother married?
You ain't getting none of that. And these are like shitty crimes. These ain't
not no more.
Is your brother married, Grady? Is your brother married?
She ain't no more.
Oh, he ain't no more. Okay.
I know he ain't no more. Because as a wife, you be like,
you're like, I got to get the hell up out of here.
You be like, you know what? I ain't going for this shit. I have had all I can take of this, and I'm not gonna keep doing this with you. I ain't doing it no more. Ray, come get his stuff. I'm not doing it no more. Time. We was doing fine, and one day he came in here with a damn pamphlet talking about
Some
Donald
Huckabee.
Trump.
No,
Because I
some
went to
Huckabee.
look at Donald Trump policies, and before I could even get to the policies, the way his website was set up, I had to make a donation.
To read, yeah, and then after you make a donation, you find ain't no policies on the
Wait.
website.
To look on his website, you have to give a donation first.
When I went on his website, that's all it was about donations. That's all I could find. And you can make your payment reoccurring. You know, he ain't nothing but old grifter.
Grifter.
He knew he lost. He got these people on these QAnon things talking about what he gonna do on January the 26th. He ain't doing nothing on the 26th.
Nothing on the
Nothing.
26th. It sounds
Now,
like
here's the
somebody
thing.
typing in the
This what I
background. It
think.
sounds like
Yeah,
America
something
is known to
squeaking.
eat its young.
something typing in the background.
Your cord or something acting up. What's that?
Yeah, it sounds like something typing real fast in the
I
background.
don't know. Let me see. I don't know. Shit. I don't
Okay.
think so. You good now?
Hello?
Yes, a little better.
Yeah, that's whatever it is. I
Y'all
hear
can
you.
hear me,
Yeah,
right?
it's scrunching. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
hear
something
you. It
scrunching
sound
in the
like
background.
scrunching.
I don't know what was going on. I hate these guys. Damn, I can't even get that motherfucker. There we go. I said, now then these niggas. Here's the thing. America is known to eat its young, right? Y'all remember Vietnam? They were sending children there to go fight their war at 18 years old. Uncles enlisted. You know, we got family that went to Vietnam. They were children. So I don't want to hear none of that shit. I'm like, both of y'all ain't shit. You go fight your own war with Punkan Sam and the bitches that got the motherfucking nail shop uncles and grandfathers. And you go fight the war. Don't send us over here. So Trump, to me, he's doing what America has done anyway. It's always been treachery here. That's all.
Yeah, from day one.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole notion too that we pick people according to who put people in jail. Everybody didn't put us in jail in America. You know, it's a documentary on Netflix right now called Crack. If you look at that documentary on Netflix called Crack, they're gonna break down to you how that bill and everything got signed. They're gonna break it all the way down. They're gonna show you the footage of the protests of the neighborhoods crying out because they dropped that drug in the neighborhoods and everybody got to crying out saying we need something done. The police need to do something. The senators and the congressmen and stuff, they need to do something. Where they ain't think they was gonna get that cold with it. You know what I mean? They ain't think they was gonna go out there and lock people up. Get locked up at 19 and you don't come home till you 45 off some drugs. You ain't killed nobody. And if you did, you had to do that when you was locked up all them years.
Yeah. But
So
that's a problem. But also the problem was the disparity between crack versus powder.
yeah, that was a big issue.
Real
it's like
shit.
come on now. If we doing this, let's do it across the board. Let's do it fairly. So they knew what they were doing with them sentence disparities.
Absolutely, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, I think you know, because we all know cousins, we all know guys that from the neighborhood that used to sell powder. They give you way more time for hard than they give you for soft. They all know that. You know what I'm saying? We all know that, and we can attest to that shit. You know, y'all from DC, so Rayful Evans and all them, they want, you know, he was part of selling both. You know what I'm saying? So I think, you know, him and Pooh Jones and all them, you know what I'm saying? I just think it's just, you know, to me, America's a huge hypocrisy when it comes down to us. You know, they always extend the goal line when we you know, we're coming up behind them. You know, and they always get scared because they feel like we're gonna put their ass in bondage, and that's really not it. You know what I mean? We just like nigga, we just want to live our 40s, and we don't fuck with
Come
you. You
on,
know what I'm saying? Y'all can run the city till we got to this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
We want to
You
even
lied to the
playing
Indians, but
field.
you give them niggas casinos, right? You give the Asians, you know, whatever they need, Chinatown, and you give the Arabs the gas stations and 7-Elevens. You don't give us nothing but the street corners and street lights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in prison, you know what I mean? So I think you have to just really pay attention. You know, I think a lot of times, and really we have to keep it going because us three have the voices. We have the voice to say, like, look, little sister, get your stinking ass off the phone and go read or something. You know what I'm saying? Now I got to tell a young nigga, hey, pull your pants up, nigga. You know, you soliciting right now. You ain't a prostitute, are you? You know what I mean? So you have to, you know, take it back to where it hurts. And the way to take it back is the youth.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember I had to pull a young man over at the Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Mall. Me and Retha Jones, we were just coming from the Comcast building doing one of them public access shows for a friend. And this boy had to be about 20. And his
Uh-huh.
pants was hanging all off his. It was so bad that I had to say something. You know, I don't usually just go over to strangers, but that's how bad it was. And
Yeah.
I said, excuse me, can you come in for a second? And he came. I said, why are your pants hanging down like this? I said, you know what this outfit is saying to the world? And he said, what? I said, it's saying I don't know my daddy.
Real shit.
And so he was like,
Real
really, Miss
shit.
Lady? I said, pull them fucking pants up. I said, anybody with a father at home would not be allowed to walk around the streets looking like that.
Right.
And
Right.
so it clicked in his mind what I was saying. You know, Retha jumped in. Yeah, pull the bag up. I was cracking up. But I was like, you are really letting everybody know you never met your father or any man, for that matter, walking around looking like this.
And I don't even understand why I mean, if somebody's trying to attack you, if somebody after you, how you can't even run with your pants all the way down by your thighs? What look is that? With like Grady and Grady's voice, with your stinking ass out walking around the grocery store with underwear. I just ain't know. My mother told my nephew early on, and he a football player, so he's a pretty big guy. She told him early on, if I ever ride down the street and see you with your pants down, I'm going to yoke you so hard, you're going to try to figure out what yoke that was. She said, I'm going to yoke you up off of wherever you walk.
Yeah.
You know, and I just think that's how and some kids, they don't have that.
Right.
You know, and even in this coronavirus thing, we got to work hard with our kids, even in that. Because that's one of the biggest issues is a generational divide. Mm-hmm. Like you may have more older people with comorbidities and older people trying to err on the side of caution. Well, our young people, they don't care at all. Bow Wow was at a party. You see these videos at Atlanta. Bow Wow was on the stage at a party and it was just packed. And I think about how the generations are different, because even when we were old enough to go out in our 20s or whatever, I don't know, I guess you could say we had different kind of parents, because we wasn't about to be packed up in nowhere like that. Because our parents was going to say, get everything you need before you go to that party.
Right.
You pack up everything you going to need for the rest of the year. Because you ain't bringing your stinking ass back up in here and kill me and mine. So if you going to the party, and our parents, they were real authority figures like that. They weren't our friends, so to speak. You know, you got more parents now. They kind of friends too early. You can be your child's friend, but it got to come at a certain point in life. Yeah. And they would they would tell you in a minute, where your stuff? Because you ain't coming back. And so have a good time and ask somebody where you going when you leave the party, because you're not coming here.
Right. Real and my thing is, it's a lot of artists you might want to risk your life for, risk the COVID for, but Bow Wow?
But I'm saying he was at a party. It was a party.
Man,
he was at a birthday party and all that, and he happened to perform.
I thought it was.
It wasn't his show. I'm sorry.
He
said first he said it was his thing. Then he came back and said I was at my friend's 30th birthday party.
Okay, now it makes sense. But all them people for a birthday party, see, that's how you know we from another generation. All our birthday parties is virtual. We be waving from the screen, girl. You ain't killing me.
But this is the point. But the generation we from, a lot of those people are their parents. Yeah. So why your kids like out there like that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Why your kid? Why you in? And I know it's hard to hold still when you've been young like that. We all been that age. Yeah. But why your kids can't? If they gotta go somewhere, why can't they go somewhere where it's 3 people? What's going on that they done went up? First of all, they going out, and then they done went up in a super spreader. Ain't no mask. Everybody in there. What you call that little challenge? Everybody, the busting challenge. Everybody doing the busting challenge. It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm so glad we ain't had no pandemics when we was younger, because I kept my feet in the street.
Yeah, we did. So I understand it's hard for the young people, but I just feel like We gotta shut that down. Like, but it's hard to shut it down because the leadership in these cities won't minimize it. Because Donald Trump then turned the United States into the Crips and the Bloods. I ain't never seen nothing
Yeah.
like that. The
Yeah.
red states and the
Yeah,
blue states. I said, this ain't the
Yeah.
Crips
shit.
and the Bloods.
Yeah. I'm riding with Biden. And that's why I'm glad Biden gonna get some normalcy to this thing. Biden ain't playing. And I'm riding with Biden. Biden 200. He can't afford to let nobody kill him either. So I think people getting the vaccine. One of my friends got it yesterday. She was so excited. She took a picture and put it in her arm. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait like at least 120 days to see what the after effects is for the people who got it early. But people getting the vaccine, and we just want our lives back.
I'm just saying, I want my life back, but I don't want no vaccine like that. I do want to do what I've been doing, but I don't want to do it at the cost of a shot because I don't know what's in the shot. And I don't want to have my life back. And then in about 17 years, my damn legs give out. And the rest of it, I'm still young. And then the rest
we can't blame that on COVID that your leg go out. Don't be blaming everything on the vaccine.
I said after we wasn't going out before the vaccine. Then my legs doing all right before the vaccine, and then I got to take the vaccine. My kneecaps and stuff getting weak.
Don't blame that on the vaccine. What Chris Rock say? We don't know what's in Tylenol either, but we take it.
I know, but
we don't know what's in that McDonald's hamburger, but we eating it.
But what I'm trying to say is Tylenol been here for 20, 30, 100 years, and so has McDonald's. The vaccine just touched down, and it didn't even go through the research that everything else go through. I'm going to have to wait and see.
Yeah, I'm going to wait. I'm not opposed to getting the vaccine, but I'm going to wait.
I'm not getting it. If they ask me, do I want the vaccine? I'm like, no, give it to your wife and your granddaughter. Then I watch them take it, and then give it to some more cousins that you really love. Then keep giving it to your own fucking people. Nigga, give everybody the motherfucking Adderberry and the cranberry juice. And that's all we got to do. Drink the goddamn vitamin C and sit your ass down somewhere and get off the shed. That's how you got to talk to these Uncle Dummy ass niggas.
Yeah, because I just don't.
I'm not taking.
So soon as you take the vaccine, are you supposed to stop wearing the mask?
No, first you got to get 2 doses. You get 1 dose, then you get the second one 3 weeks later. Then what they say is that you can't get it, but that don't mean you can't give it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wait, Leash. Did you hear what you said? You can't get it, but that don't mean you can't give it. If you can't get it, how you gonna give it?
Well, because you could be asymptomatic, but you can still have it because you was exposed to it from somebody else, and you can spread it to somebody else, but you won't get the effects of it. So,
I might as well. I'm already doing that with my vitamins and all that kind of stuff. So what I'm getting stuck for?
But see, I got asthma, so if I get that thing and that thing jump on my lungs, I'm out of here anyway. So.
You would have been had it by now.
No, I got old blood.
You been around. You like
people with old blood are the least amount of people to get it. I'm washed in the old blood.
You like Lisa Stansfield. You'd have been around and I
can't find my COVID.
But Lee, I'm just saying it don't. Why would I go to 2 doses of a vaccine and still have to wear a mask? I mean, when do it kick in?
I don't know if you got to wear a mask. Once I get my 2 doses, I ain't wearing one.
Okay, I was just wondering how it worked, and I want to know why mine don't work that they gave me at birth in the 70s. That ran out. That's gone. That ran out.
Well, I took the pneumonia vaccine. You take it once, like I took it in December. So you take it one December, then you take it the next December, and then you're done with the pneumonia vaccine. You ain't supposed to be able to get pneumonia.
Okay. That sounds pretty good.
I took the first part because I'm anything that can help my lungs, I'm for it.
I feel you on that, but I think you're going to be all right. But we'll see how the vaccine do. A lot of people in Norway, they ain't make it. About 30 of them got stuck. And I don't know, they must have got theirs out that Tuskegee Airmen pack.
They said the Norway people took it and didn't make it.
Quite a few of them.
Oh.
Quite a few.
Well, we don't know which one they took. They ain't take the American one.
See, that's what I don't is the one over here for us American
They took the Norwegian one.
cruise line
The
joint.
cruise.
All right, so Lee, I don't know what happened to
Oh, Grady
Grady.
gone.
Yeah, he been already cracking up, sounding like
Yeah.
he been blowing up for the last 15
Yeah, Grady. So
minutes.
he was eating Cheetos the whole show.
So what was I gonna say? All right, so we got a segment we do on here, Alycia. It's called I done got to think about when Grady coming back, and I done forgot what the daggone name of the
Segment is
thing.
called.
Huh?
What the segment is called.
I mean, and I ain't been on here in 2 weeks, and right in the middle of me about to be the segment, I done had a senior moment. I just had a birthday. Is that how fast it go?
That's how fast
So
it happened.
that's how fast it happens. So the segment we do on here is called Air It Out. You got 2 minutes to air it out about anything you want to, because we believe that laughter heals, and we don't think people should hold on to things and carry things. We think that it's detrimental to your health on the Dominique Podcast. It only hurts you. So air it out. Whatever it is, get it off
Is it
your
supposed
chest.
to be funny?
It's whatever. If it's funny, fine. If it's not funny, fine. Just get it out. If it's not funny, fine. Just get it out and just be like, you know what I'm saying? I got to get this off my chest. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. So, Alycia, we get Grady on the clock when he come back. Okay, I'm gonna start your 2 minutes. He probably done blew up my G done blew up real quick, man. He had been over there snap, crackle, and pop for about 15 minutes. All right, Lee, you on the clock. Air it out.
All right, mine is about reparations, because I've been thinking about this thing. You know, it's just people who want to argue against reparations. Oh, Grady coming back. I want him to hear this.
Okay, but let me explain it to him then. Okay. So we got on this show, what we doing right now, G, is that we got a segment here called Air It Out. You get 2 minutes to air out whatever you want to air out. It don't matter. It can be funny. It don't have to be funny. Just get it off your chest. We think laughter heals, but it don't have to be funny though. Well, we don't like people to carry things and to hold on to things that thing detrimental to your health, and it tear you up from the inside out. And we in these COVID times, so we don't hold on to nothing and we spit it out. So Alycia in her 2 minutes. All right, Lee, I started you over because you was down about 39 seconds.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, give me a fresh clock.
I'll give you a fresh clock. Lee, you on the clock, 2 minutes.
All right, mine is about reparations, you know, because I've been thinking about this thing. We have to hear the same old BS when we talk about reparations. The other side says we weren't slave owners and y'all weren't slaves. So why should you get reparations? Reparations ain't about slavery. It's about undoing or trying to right a wrong. It don't have no cap on it, no statute of limitations. It's about something that was done incorrectly needs to be made correct. And with the income wealth gap and income inequality still going on today, obviously there's something that's been going on that keeps Black folks down. We're not the group of people that just can't do that, can't come up, can't achieve. You know, when we get a fair shot, we overachieve. So at the end of the day, if y'all want to say we shouldn't get nothing, because everybody else got this. Germany paid the Jewish folks. The America paid the Japanese for putting them in internment camps. The Indians got casinos and reservations. Everybody got something but African Americans, Black folks, that was done wrong. And my thing is, for me, I'll tell you, I'm not even tripping about my generation. By the time I came along, my parents, you know, they had achieved. I can't say, I feel like any Black person who saw with their own 2 eyes colored only water fountains deserves a reparation. That's a mental tyranny. They couldn't go into places. They would pay to get on a bus. They would get on a bus in the front. They would have to get off the bus and re-enter in the back because white people didn't want them walking past them on a bus. Now, a lot of times when they paid in the front and got off, the bus driver would pull off out of spite. So they got their money and they late for work now. So if you came up in the civil rights era and you had to deal with that bullshit, Hoover fucking over Dr. King and the government being complicit, what they did to the Black Panthers, Black Wall Street, anybody who got a relative that was in Black Wall Street or still alive in Black Wall Street need a reparation. So my thing is, if you come up in a certain area, red line, and they didn't get to, came back from the fighting in the military, didn't get to take advantage of the GI Bill, any of those people deserve a reparation. I'm not saying I do. But I think anybody who's seen certain things and lived through the civil rights movement and lived through redlining, unfair housing, segregation, if you ever went to a segregated school, you deserve reparations. So I know you didn't have to be a slave master. You still benefiting from the shit the slave masters did. The houses that get passed down to you when your grandmama died, that's a white reparation. Because ours were redlined into a certain area, so our home value is even less. When you live in a black area, the house is the same square footage, but the house is devalued. So let's not act like we don't deserve some form of reparations. Y'all know it, and it shouldn't matter if you was a slave master or we were a slave. We still
finish that last part, Alycia. I just gave you.
Okay, it doesn't matter if you were a slave master, we were a slave. You still benefiting from those times, and we're still suffering from not being able to benefit. We never got our 40 acres and a mule. We want that with interest.
All right, now. Pretty much. And get your stinking ass from climbing off that building that we built.
Get off the building. So stinking ass off the building.
Hey, G. Okay, G, you on the clock right now.
I just wanted to, here's my 2 cents, man. I got to get it out the way. If you don't know how to clean your house, when you have visitors over, right? And you don't know how to really prepare your food, your poultry. If for those who don't know what poultry is, it's chicken. I'm sick of going over niggas' houses or they broads' house and this scuzz bucket don't know how to clean the chicken. You can't put it in the flour in the seasoned batter after you get out the damn package. You got to rinse off the blood specimen that's on the chicken inside the plastic. I'm sick of doing that. I went to school for it. I grew up with it. When you get chicken out of the plastic bag, you rinse it for about 3 to 5 minutes. Rinse it for real. And then let it dry, then pat it dry, then put it in there. And if you're going to have people over to your crib, you make sure that your plates and your fucking silverware is thoroughly clean. Dry it off. Get them spots off of there. If you don't know how to clean the glassware, hold that bitch up to the light and you see the dots on it. Put it in the solution and rinse it off and then wipe it clean. When you have people over to your house, have some shit in there to desensitize the aroma in here. It smells like laid up air. You can't have people over. Listen, y'all, I'm sick of going to niggas' cribs, right, for Christmas, and motherfuckers don't want to clean their house up. You go into the fucking bathroom, the guest hand towel is 90 niggas sharing one towel. Give everybody their own paper towel. It should or make sure you get the individual hand, paper towels, but everybody can't put their fucking hands on this fucking guest towel that's wrinkled up and you barely washing the damn thing because it doesn't collect dust from the air down in here. And you want to come in, I ain't gonna say nothing.
That was
I love it. I ain't gonna say nothing.
That was good, Grady.
That was good. And especially in these coronavirus times, you got to keep washing your hands and be clean. Because a lot of it is filth. Yeah. Between filth and greed, that's got us here. Filth and greed. Filth and greed.
That's it. The amount of cleanliness they use in these restaurants should have always been the amount of cleanliness they've been using.
Yeah. This is what I want to add out about paperwork. Don't keep sending me unnecessary paperwork and stuff trying to get your money back during the pandemic and telling me what I owe and what I ain't paid. Don't do your job. You're already sitting at home. You ain't doing nothing. Cut the TV off, take a shower, and do your damn job. Got me getting up 6 o'clock in the morning to be the first one in line to call the franchise tax board about some shit I already took care of. Do your job, do your paperwork, do the extra mile. If you got a job, go the extra mile. I got to call up there. They got to ask me to leave my name, and they'll put me, I ain't gonna lose my space in line. Then I got to talk to this person from this station in that space about something I already took care of. Just trying to get money back from people, and they just sending everybody a letter. Oh, you ain't, yes, I did file it. And after you calling me about 2017, y'all up here trying to rake people over the code. You just found this in 2021. You asking me about 2017. You supposed to ball that up and throw that away. And you know we in the corona, and you can't get your money back off of anybody. You got to know when to take a L. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm in about. Do your job. Read the paperwork. Go the extra mile. If that's what you're getting paid for, go ahead and do it. Keep messing up the plan and sending letters to people that don't even need them. That's one thing I do. I am a grown, responsible woman. I handle my business. Don't keep sending me no damn paper talking about we got to know. You ain't got to. You could have cleared it up before you send me this paper with a deadline about nothing. And that's all I want to add out
about. Dominique, don't send me nothing.
Don't say nothing else.
Don't send me nothing else. No 139% interest rate.
No, they sitting up there. I'm trying to say to myself, when I saw it in the mail, you know, you can't even read your other mail when you see some franchise tax board. You like, oh, nigga, that we done took care of this.
Yeah.
We done took care of this. Got you calling about them. Sent this pay. You ain't paid this. Yes, I did. But see, I'm old school with mine. I write down your name, your employee number, the day I talked to you, the time I talked to you, and everything you said. You already said this conversation might be recorded. Get the tapes. Because this what employee 67843 told me on October the 10th, 2020 at 1:19 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Get the tapes. That's all I'm trying to say. Man, y'all been fun. I had a good time with y'all. I can't wait to have y'all back. Tell the people what y'all gonna be doing, where you gonna be at, and drop your social media handles or anything you want to promote. And y'all that's watching, y'all follow my people and look at my people. Everybody I bring on here bona fide. I don't do no scud missiles. I don't do none of that. I don't do the subpar of the world. That might be wrong, but I mean, I just that ain't where I came from. So y'all follow my people. Okay, go ahead, Lee. We're gonna start with you.
All right, catch my 2 films on Fleely TV, FLEALEE TV. Google that. I think it might be Fleely.tv, but you can catch both films, Just Us and Fat Stripper 2 for the price of one. Just go to Fleely.tv. Other than that, I'm at home, you know, dealing with a pandemic. So yeah, that's it. Follow me on Instagram at Alycia Cooper 2. Alycia Cooper 2. Thank you.
Gee, we can't hear you. You on mute.
Sorry, my bad. I said appreciate y'all for having me on the platform. Dominique, love you. Alycia, love you guys.
You too.
Love you too.
This is your boy Ray Grady, man. At Grady Comedy, Instagram, Twitter, Ray Grady, Facebook. Check me out every Wednesday. Alpha Nation, 8 p.m. My podcast, YouTube show, whatever you want to call it. That's what I do. I bring men on that, bring people that I respect. And I have to be all men. It's everybody. And then, yeah, man, that's it, man. Just Ray Grady, at Grady Comedy, Instagram, Ray Grady, Facebook, Twitter, Alpha Male. Salute. Thank you. Dominique, love you. Thank you.
I love you too.
Let me get on.
Absolutely. All right, y'all. So we out and we'll see you next week, the same place, same time. We're going to have some more funny guests. I appreciate y'all tuning in. And you can follow my YouTube channel at Dominique Comedy, COMEDI. All right, we out.